What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Today we are going to say our final goodbye, final video for the old GMC Sierra. Kind of sad day, but I'll be honest with you, that truck hasn't been started in probably 2 weeks, and we're going to go out here and I don't know, we're going to go out here and put the keys in it and see if it's going to fire up. Let's jump into it. So before we get into the truck and try to start it, we got to take one last look around. You know, it seemed like a much bigger truck when I first bought it, but now that I've been driving that F250, now this seems like a fairly small truck. I feel bad that it's just been sitting here and it hasn't been started, it hasn't been moved, it's just been sitting in the same location. It really does suck, but the good news is it's going to a good home where it's going to get used regularly. It's going to Massachusetts, and I do want to give a big shout out and thank you to Mark for purchasing the truck. He is going to have it shipped up to Massachusetts where it will live out the rest of its life. Now, the big thing that we did in here was the dash. The dash, I think, turned out very, very well. It wasn't 100% perfect, but you guys remember that dash was destroyed. I mean, the dash was, it was absolutely destroyed. There's a tiny gap right here that I'm not really happy with, but I think as time and gravity pulls it down and it sits and heats up and everything, I think eventually that's going to get a whole lot better. I also put some kicker speakers in there, some little kickers, so in case somebody wanted to change out that radio in the future, she's already set to go with some little kickers in each one of those corners. Here we go. She has not been started in a long time. I give it a couple pumps of the gas and wow. That high idle is just too high. You can kick it down though by kicking the gas pedal. I haven't figured out how to adjust that yet, but it does idle kind of high when you first start. Listen to that. Just runs so smooth. So smooth. See, now this high idle sounds a little better. And once it warms up for a minute or two, tap on the gas and it'll go all the way back down. I gotta put an air cleaner on there. We got an air cleaner in the garage I need to throw in there. Look at that. Running like a top, man. We replaced the seal on that power steering pump. I was gonna replace the pump, but there was nothing wrong with the pump. Just the front seal, the shaft seal to the pump went bad. So we pulled it off, popped it out, popped a new seal, and haven't had any problems with it since. I am gonna miss this old girl though. I really am. Man, I wonder if the AC still works. Hold on, we haven't tried that in a while. Let's check out the air conditioning here. Yeah, cold air conditioning, how about that? Oh man, what a solid old truck she is. There, you see the compressor sitting there spinning her little heart out. Well, I'm gonna let this thing warm up for just a moment, and then I think we need to take it out on like a farewell drive, say goodbye. Now, while that truck is warming up out there, it got me looking at my little car here, it got me looking at the big truck here, littler truck there. We got a red Corvette way out there, and I'm thinking, wow, man, these are all, I mean, they're tools. Some of them you could consider toys, but I would say this is a tool, that truck's a tool. These cars are tools. They get you where you gotta go, right? From A to B, that's the purpose. Now, you know, I'm looking at something like this, a big, heavy, bulky truck, and it's great. It has its purpose. Little bitty tiny car, fun to drive, handles like it's on rails. It has a purpose. Now, when you're talking about wallets, on the other hand, this has a purpose, or should I say had a purpose. Now, 20 years ago, this was the norm, but it's about time somebody changed the game, and thank goodness a company came along, the Ridge. Totally changed up the way a wallet slash billfold works. Listen, guys, you are just as guilty as me as shoving too much crap in your wallet, right? We got more cards in here than we're ever going to use. Lots of expired cards, used up cards for your favorite stores, restaurants, or whatever, you know, those prepaid cards that you get. We just shove everything in here. Key cards for hotels, we just leave them in here until these things get so fat you can't even close them anymore. This is the past. Time to get rid of it. One of the most disappointing things to me, there's two things really that I hate most about a traditional wallet. And that is, number one, it hurts my rear when I'm on a drive. If I'm driving more than 30 or so minutes on the highway somewhere, this thing has got to come out of my pocket because it literally starts hurting and affecting my comfort level. So I take it out and I shove it between a seat or something. I forget that I took it out, go to a store to go pay for something, realize I left my wallet in the truck, I have to leave everything behind, go back to the truck to get my... It's time to... We're done. Out with the old. This is the new, baby. Carbon fiber. Look at this bad boy. Tell me this is not absolutely gorgeous. I mean, this is sick, guys. This carbon fiber is beautiful. Listen, lifetime warranty. Forever. Lifetime warranty. You get a choice between the clip or a strap. I chose the clip because I think the clip just looks more attractive to me. And look, consolidate all that crap in your wallet. I got my most important cards, you know, from my driver's license up front. Look, you shove them all in here. It's got a really strong elastic band on the side. All right, so you can fit like 12 cards or so in here. Your money safely sits back there. It's got a little cutout right here, so when you need to get into it, you just literally push, just like that. Boom, out pops your cards. See what I mean? Boom, that simple. And you can fan through your cards just like this. All right, and then when you're done, look at this. Boom. Finish, man. Clean. Clean and simple to use. Best part is, it goes in your pocket. All right, you literally drop this in your front pocket and you'll forget it's even there. Boom. Nothing in your back pocket to make you uncomfortable. 50,000 5-star reviews, lifetime warranty. Try it. If you love it, keep it with a lifetime warranty. And if you don't, send it back for a full refund. Got to give a big shout out to The Ridge for sponsoring this video. Now, for those of you that are interested in this one, this is my second favorite. My first favorite is the carbon fiber. Second in line right here is titanium. This is burnt titanium. All right. I'm going to send this to you absolutely free. All you have to do is comment below Ridge. That's it. You got to be within the United States, the 50 states here in the United States. I'll even do Puerto Rico, okay? United States, Puerto Rico. Comment Ridge below, and I will send this to you on my dime, free shipping. You get the warranty, you get a screwdriver. Look at this screwdriver, this thing's pretty awesome. And you get additional screws in case you ever need to do anything, like you can swap out this band or this clip for a band. I'm sending this to you absolutely free. If you don't win, go to the link in the description. My code is AAR for Auto Auction Rebuilds. The code is just AAR to save yourself 10% off the purchase price. Do that now. And now, let's take her on the road. Man, this thing is so smooth. Wow. I haven't driven this in so long. God, I hate getting rid of these cars, man. That's my problem. I fall in love with these things. I really do. I know it's just an old truck, you know, but I find myself having a connection with these vehicles, which is really bad. It's really bad because it's hard to let things go when you fall in love with them all the time. Let's get this thing out on the open road and let's get it up to some speed here. All right, it's time to get it out on the interstate. Man, it's so responsive. I know it's just a 4.3 liter V6, but I mean, seriously, it used to be so sluggish, and the gas pedal is just so dang responsive now. You're not going to pull any heavy weight with her, but just for a good daily driver that you can haul a few things with, she's perfect. Look at that. Look at that. Look at her go. Man, what a great truck. Nice and solid. Of course, we're getting into a construction zone. I'll tell you what, the wind hits it like the side of a barn, though. You know what I mean? She's not aerodynamic by any stretch of the imagination. But look at that. Steering wheel is straight. Not very much play. In fact, there's almost no play. The slightest turn of the wheel actually moves the truck. Just a great example of an old truck. Not bad for a $400 pickup truck, right? I guess now we need to get back to the house. Let's go over some numbers and talk about how much we made or how much we lost. All right, so it's time to go over these numbers, and it took me quite a while. There's a stack of receipts like this big, and it's not as good as I hoped it would be. Don't feel sorry for me because we won in the end, all right? But the fact of the matter is, all things considered, I guess I didn't realize how much I put into that truck. But I'm going to tell you right now, even though we are taking a loss on this truck, it was well worth it. In my opinion, that truck deserved to be back on the road, man. It did. It's a beautiful, classic truck that's in pretty original condition, aside from the intake manifold and the carburetor that needed to be changed out to save it from those emission and horsepower robbing components, which I will be sending along with the truck, sending everything with the truck. So here's the deal. Total investment into the truck, $3,740.51. We sold it for $29.95. So we lost $745.51. Now, I know, Randy, you're always losing money on these dang cars. Randy, when are you going to learn? Hopefully some of you understand why I saved that truck. I really hope you did, but there is a positive side to this. There is a positive ending to this video, and that is as follows. The videos did as follows: $610.47. That's to date. Keep in mind these videos are going to continue paying out for a while. $428.39, $491.63, $735.19, $1110.01, and $461. I don't know if that says 15 or not, but the end number that we came out from video content on the truck was $3,836.80. So almost $4,000 in video revenue. I may lose money on the cars. A lot. It does happen. If I go out and I intentionally find a car to make a profit on, we almost always make a profit on it. If you guys have been following me, any of you that's been following me any length of time knows that. When I'm out to flip cars, we make money. But when I'm out to find cars for good content, to save them, put them back on the road, yeah, we're going to lose money initially. But it all comes out in the wash. $4,000 in video revenue. Okay, we lost $750 on the truck side of it. But on the video side, we made $4,000. So, hey, we lost money. It is what it is, but you guys made it possible for me to still come out. I mean, I came out on top on this. There's no way you can deny that. I came out on top, and I know there's a lot of you out there. Some of you don't really understand how this works. Some of you don't agree with my business practices, and that's fine. I respect your opinions. I really do. Just please respect that I've been doing this a long time. I've been running my own business a very long time, and I'm not bankrupt. I'm still doing just fine. The channel's growing, so obviously I'm doing something right. Hey, even if we had lost $750 and I hadn't made any YouTube revenue at all from it, I would have still been happy to have lost $750 putting an old truck like that back on the road. That's just me. It's in my nature to do things like that. May not make sense to a lot of you, but hopefully some of you understand why I'm so big on saving some of these old cars and trucks. So I got to thank all of you for making this possible, because truly without you, I couldn't do this as often as I do without going bankrupt. That's absolutely true. I want you to know that I know that, and I really do appreciate all of you for that. So if you enjoyed the content, please give the video a big thumbs up. If you don't like the content, please give the video a big thumbs up. Follow me on Instagram, and hey, you really want to help support the channel, you want to do something really, really simple, but that'll benefit the channel more than anything else you could do, share the content. Share this video with your friends, share it on social media. You'd be surprised how much that really does for the channel. That's the best thing you can do to support this channel. Like, comment, subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the series on the truck. Mark, I hope you enjoy your new truck, man. She's not perfect. She's not. You got window seals to replace, door seals to replace. There's still a few things that can be done to the truck that I'm sure you're going to want to do. And you know what'd be cool? Maybe if you put it on YouTube. I don't know, just a thought. Put some of your things on YouTube. I'm sure some of these subscribers from my channel would love to go over there and see what you do with it. And I'd definitely subscribe and follow along myself. Congratulations, Mark. Hope you enjoy the truck. Thank you to all of you for watching. Stay safe out there, buddy. I will catch you all very soon in the next one.